All right, let's go ahead and make a really fun little cup of cocoa. Spellbinders sent me over this beautiful brand new die collection. Isn't this beautiful for the holiday season? So we're going to make a cute little pink mug, and it's gonna have a little candy cane in it. I think I'm going to overload it with some marshmallows because I think marshmallows are just happiness. And I think we can build a really cute card that's inspired by this die set. So as always, I will link everything that I'm using down below, but let's start with something that is a given. I'm gonna do my little stripes out of a nice cranberry. So I have some cutting plates here. I have a tiny piece of this cranberry colored cardstock, and I will link the brand of colored cardstock that I truly love. But let me go ahead. Here's our first little cut. I know I need to do the mug and definitely our marshmallows. That would be cute too. Okay, so here we go. Lots of little pieces, and I'll go ahead and begin cutting everything out, and I'll be right back. Okay, here are all of my little pieces. I think the marshmallows have completely stolen my heart. How darling are they? But let's begin by assembling all of the little pieces here. So I am going to actually grab my little wand here. This little wax tip really helps to just get all of these little pieces. Now, I have this little base of the candy cane, and as you can see, it embossed all of the little areas that we're going to place the stripes. So I love that because it makes it super simple to know where everything goes, and that way you also get even placement. So now I just need to see which one is which. I think this one goes here. So I'm going to nudge that into place. And then I just did my base out of a nice white cardstock. Okay, let's get all these little pieces placed here. It's just a little geometry puzzle as you match the shapes up. Oh, how cute. Okay, and I think the next one is this. Here we go. This makes it so super easy when they include a guide, if you will, with those little embossed areas. Okay, and because I don't want to ruin and misalign it with my fingers, I'm going to grab, let's see, just a little block here. That way I can just press those down. And there we go. Okay, and these look to be pretty much identical, the next two. There we go. This one. Okay, and if you ever have any glue that kind of runs out, you can take the other side. It has a little tiny little ball tip there, and it does amazing at just grabbing any extra glue. All right, finally, this last little piece. Oops, I have a little stripe that is coming off. Don't think I had enough glue on there. Okay, there we go, which is usually opposite. I usually have a little too much. Okay, so now I definitely have enough because I'm doing my little wipe off there. Okay, so there is our cute little candy cane. How sweet. I love it. Okay, this little stripe at the bottom kind of got misaligned, but that's going to be okay because we're going to have it kind of peeking out of the cup here. So it's going to go a little something like this, and then this piece goes right on top. Isn't that fun? So what I think I'm going to do is I think I will glue down this little piece just like this. That way it kind of has an opening at the top. Okay, there we go. Just place that right on there. And then it's kind of open so that I can just tuck my little pieces as I go. But I think that looks really nice. And you know what I could do is just kind of arrange these and then do an adhesive in a different way. I could almost kind of like tape the back or something. Oh, that's really fun. Okay, I love that. Let's go ahead and just add a little bit of glue to the back. Just gonna sneak it right there. And there we go. Okay, and now let's just kind of tuck all of the little marshmallows. And I could use my little pickup wand for this, but I think what I'll do is just kind of place them with my fingers and be as sporadic as I can. But I love the idea of having this just be completely full of marshmallows, because that's kind of how my kids do it at at our house when it's hot cocoa time. It's just almost as if they are having hot cocoa with their marshmallows and not the other way around. Okay, so I think that's super cute. We just did a slight rearrange to get those a little bit more snug. And I think that looks super cute. Here we have it. Okay, there is our little mug full of marshmallows and possibly some hot cocoa. Okay, setting my cute little mug aside, I'm going to grab my paper trimmer in an A2 size panel. This is 80-pound cardstock, and I'm going to trim this down to 3 3/4 by 5. That'll be a nice thick margin. And let's see how that looks with the mug. Okay, so then I'd have my little mug on there just like that. I think that looks pretty nice. I think to make this a little fun, I'm going to bring in Tide Pool and just kind of create a little glow in the background, just to give a little something and a little dimension to the backdrop. I also like the idea of kind of having a glow behind that cup. Super cute. And I'm keeping this super faint. I don't want it to steal the show at all. I just want it to offer something. Oh, isn't that fun? I think that's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna have it come, let's see, maybe up just a little bit more. Nice big oval. Ooh, I actually really like that. I think that's super fun. Okay, done. Now, in a previous video, I was sharing some new foil Christmas sentiments that Spellbinders also sent over to me. And when I was doing that, it had me foil an entire sheet of sentiments, which I think is amazing because you foil once, then you have a fun little variety of sentiments for all the cards that you are building. And I thought it'd be fun to layer one of those right on top of my mug. So I'm kind of thinking of, you know, I might do Let It Snow. I think that could be really cute. I think this might be just a tad big. Actually, I actually really like that. Yes, I like how it's kind of going off of the mug and kind of interacting with the card base. So final answer, I'm gonna do Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Okay, let's build up our card. I'm gonna wipe this up so I don't get my card all dirty. And this is a very, very clean and simple card that's fast. And I say that because I feel like some cards get so involved, and this is the season of the year where we are doing a lot of cards for a lot of people. So this is a good idea for one that you could do and definitely mass produce it. So I have my score buddy here. This time I'm going to grab 110-pound cardstock. This is trimmed down to 11.5 by 4 1/4, and then I'll place my center score line right at 5.5. Just fold that, place to the side, and place our little crease. Okay, now we have our top folding A2 size card. Let's go ahead and get this placed right down on my mat, and I'll also bring all these pieces in, but first and foremost, I'm going to take my little panel here and add some foam tape to the back. Okay, grabbing some non-stick scissors and foam tape. I'll add just about 4 strips to the back of this. All right, that looks great. I think this is the way I wanted it. I'm gonna double check though. Yep, make sure I get it in the correct direction and just peel off the little liners to reveal that other side of sticky. And there we are. Okay, let's get this placed right on our card base. That looks just about center. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to use the same foam tape just to kind of bump up this card here. Now, or the mug on the card. I have a little extra here. I need to save this. And I'll probably use it right on the candy cane in just a moment. But let's get a couple pieces on the mug. And then I'll trim this down just a hair and we can place this, ooh, there we go, on the candy cane. Do one there and one there. Okay. That just gives a little bit of subtle dimension there. Also put some at the very bottom. It looked like it was kind of wanting to just kind of sink down into the card there. So let's get this bumped out. All right, there we go. Let's get this nice and center. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, there is our next little layer. And same thing here, let's add a little foam tape. Okay, now with our foam tape on the back, I think that looks darling. Okay, super quick and super easy, but let's add just a little bit of shine, a little tongue twister there. Let's add a little bit of shine so that we can just have a little bit more to complete this card. Okay. My beloved little dewdrops. Let's get these placed on the card. I like these. I've said it a few times, but if this is the first card you're watching me build, I like these because in the summer they look like water droplets, so they're very fun for summery cards, but I love them in the winter too because they look really icy and they just they are a year-round embellishment for sure. Okay, so there is the placement. Aren't those fun? I'm going to just grab my liquid glue and place those right in position. I have a little trio at the top and then a little duo at the bottom right. And I love how it kind of helps kind of take the height of the candy cane, but then we have a fun little addition right down at the bottom. Super cute. Last one right there. Okay, super quick, super easy in real time. It is 23.5 minutes. So I'm going to trim down this video to be a tad shorter than that, but this was essentially a 20-minute card. Super easy, very easy to mass produce. I love the look of it. And based on the colors of cardstock that you choose, you could create a really fun variety. And also, just so that you have an idea of the other ones that you can create, we also have kind of a little whipped cream here. We have these little shapes which are super fun for making little personalized mugs, so that's fun as well. And then of course we have a little piece of chocolate. So this is definitely a fun little die set that I think you really, really should consider for your little collection this year, and I think you're going to create some beautiful cards that people will absolutely love. All right, be sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and I'll continue crafting with you in the next video.